hello, hello. How is everyone? I am doing well. I didn't know how to follow up the coffin of Andy and Laylee because it was, oh shit, you can see my. Shh, shh, shh. Pretend you don't see that. Pretend you don't see that. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you for pretending that you didn't see that with me. But yeah, I didn't know how to follow up the coffin of Laylee and Andy and Laylee, because it was like so like wild, and I was like, well, you can't just play like a regular game after you go something, that frankly that bad shit. Affectionately, I love that game. So this is a game I've had my eye on for a while, and it released Monday, I believe. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna, I'm gonna date the princess. She's sad. She's vulnerable. No, let me not say that. I sound like a creep. She's vulnerable. Her standards are probably low. But anyway, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna Mac on the princess. Chapter one: The hero and the
You're on
princess.
a path
Oh,
in the woods,
okay.
and at the end of that path is a cabin,
Mhm.
and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, okay. Straight to the point. We like that. Also, I like this icon. Is It's a glove and like a bird on it, kind of like a falconer, which was somebody who like trained birds and stuff. I don't know if it's a falcon, but I'm believing that's what that represents.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Low stakes, low stakes. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, they're not fucking around. They are not playing at all. Look at all these options. Look at all these choices just to talk to the narrator with. Oh man, I'm stoked.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Also, man, this art style is so sick. Like, it's moving with the mouse. Oh my god, I'm already in love.
Don't linger on the specifics.
I want
You
to
have a job
know.
to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Um, Killing a princess seems kind of
Doesn't.
bad though.
Are you a monarchist? Slaying a princess is much worse than slaying a
Damn.
or
Okay.
a seamstress. If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Shout out to the seamstresses out there holding it down. I do agree. Not a monarchist. Oh my gosh. He really said off with their heads. Okay. Um Ooh. Okay. Do I get some kind of reward
Yes,
for doing
but
this?
you'll have to slay her before you get
I
it.
want to know what it is. Okay. Let's see. We're at. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
Ooh.
And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Even better than my wildest imagination? Sir, I have a wild ass imagination. And it's better than that? Oh man, okay, okay, maybe. Let's see. I wonder if I can explore all of these. Let's see.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even ask? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I'm not one of those. I can't pretend that I can't pretend that I want to end the world. I'm gonna pretend like I'm just a person. I want to back on a princess, but I do not otherwise want the world to end. I do also want the prize I get for slaying the princess, but I do not want the princess slayed. Let's see. Um, do you
Look,
have?
you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important
Why would I
task?
be there?
You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Huh. Let me save. Since it's just the start. Let's do page one. Just the basic. Oh, it shows you exactly where you are. Nice. I mean, most of them do, but I like that the choices are still on the screen. Okay.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, our run out against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me say
Okay, narrator.
through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay, there's no
It's
loopholes.
use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay, so
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I could leave. I like that you have the option to just leave. You have the option to ask, why am I doing this? Or just say that you're not doing this. But I'm going to do this. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Because that's what my character will do. We're D&Ding it now.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But, a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
Okay.
And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
So he's like, don't be a simp. I'm like, but I wanna!
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Okay.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how it turns out for all
Make
of us.
your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I like the music too. Like this presentation of this is stellar.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Okay, so he's the person that I am is also does not want to slay the princess.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But he's here, but I'm the person making the decisions, basically. Also, it seems like there would be more options here, but there aren't. You have to go in a cabin. Also, I'm sorry if I'm like moving around a lot. I'm on my laptop still, and I'm trying to see what a good camera position is, so I'm not looking like I'm always looking sideways. It's like fine, but it's not what I prefer. I think if I scoot it over here, then that'll no. Still, damn it. I'm doing my best, okay? Look, I think it's worse now. Alright, ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Go in the cabin. Open
the
up!
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore. We'll take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Does the music change? Am I goofing or did the music change? That's probably just me. Well, let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Damn, they really just put her in the shit ass accommodations for Princess.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh no, she sounds hot.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I don't automatically trust narrators, but, you know, I don't automatically trust hot women either because I'm so easy to manipulate. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
The hero
Oh,
is
there
down
you
bad.
are.
Oh.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Ooh. Okay, first off, before I start making choices and stuff, I noticed a couple things. She's like basically, like she's the light source in a room. It's like emanating from her. There's also like this wavy like outside. I don't know if it's to indicate that the outside world doesn't matter so much, or if it's also like, you know, when it's really hot and there's like convection waves and you can see the air changing, or if it's like that. But anyway, I'm not gonna like lie. I'm just gonna say I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Oh God, she sounds hot.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm gonna tighten my grip. Not that I don't want to just like set her free right now. It's just for my protection. Look, I have to pretend I want to do this. You must understand. Let's go.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I am. I respect whatever the hell got you in here.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
True. I could throw it, maybe? If I were better at throwing.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
But I want to know what you can do. I want to know so bad. Like, I desperately want to know what you're working with. Shouty.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine, then I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
This is so stupid.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
This is so stupid. It's like, I'm not talking to you. Well, I'm not talking to you either. Okay. Alright. Uh, are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Wow, these are the only two choices I have? Uh, uh, eeny meeny miny mo catch a tiger by its toe. Okay, let me just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I don't want to. This is supposed to be a love story. There's nothing lovely about getting.
The blade tumbles into your trembling hands and drops to the
The narrator is so done with me. I'll kill her. I just want to know what she can do to me first. It's for self-preservation reasons. You know?
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Why can't we talk over there? Now I didn't say I wanted to get out close to you.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Aw.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
It is. Okay. So, yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to sit in the world. There are people out here who think you're gonna win the world. What do you have to say about that? Yeah, I'm not great.
I just said that. Now why are you here to
I'm
kill
not
me?
great at a conversation with pretty ladies. Yeah, I would never like try to kill people without knowing why I'm going to do it. And like, you know,
And yet you hesitated the moment you saw me. And you dropped your knife.
wow.
If killing me was really that important, you'd have a little more gumption, don't you think?
Wow, am I being nagged about murder?
So, someone put you up to this, right? And whoever it is, it's probably the same someone who shoved me into this dark pit and chained me to a wall.
Could
It's
be.
a fair question. Who chained her in this basement, and if she's so dangerous, how did they manage to trap her? And why have we been left to do their dirty work?
That's a good point, hero. That's a good point.
Don't give away the game, and don't let her distract you. That's exactly what she wants.
I'm right.
I have
aren't
ADD.
I?
It's
So
just
put you up to this.
so easy to distract me. I don't even know. Let's see. There are people who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Yes, but it turns me on, so it's fine. It's fine.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Mm. I was hoping you'd tell me. Oh God,
Ending
I'm
the
so
world
stupid.
Seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I'm gonna raise her
I
up.
believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world.
True.
But they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
That's true.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
I'm just trying to keep hydrated.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
You know what? Point.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I don't trust nobody. I only trust myself. I don't even trust myself.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Now how would I get you out of here? What's your name? You know? I want to know who I'm
She
killing.
hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty.
She is so up.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter how hard you try.
Nobody wants to
never
give me
gets
an
the
answer around here. Jesus. Okay, how long have we been here?
Too long.
Okay, I know the good. Would I? It's like I don't have any reason to get her out of here either. I've gotta find some more paths, some more talking paths.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I haven't.
You know why you're here.
Damn, it's like right there. Do I want to just get down to it? Do I want to try to escape? I want to know what the hell. Like, girl, tell me
Seems like a
something.
pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Ooh,
You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
ooh,
And if you don't,
ooh,
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
ooh.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Why can't I get any more information? Ah, man. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. My mom told me to pick this one right over here. Oh, well. Well, we're gonna. You know what? I'm gonna slay her. What do I have to? I'll find out more either. Oh my god, I'm so sore. I'm so bad at this. Give me a pretty girl and I lose all my common sense.
You charge
Oh,
against
whoo,
her
shit!
mind, But unfortunately, your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Damn!
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh my god! It has blood on the tip! Oh man, this is so. Oh god, this. Oh man. Mwah, mwah.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
This is so romantic. This is so romantic.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, is this the night? I don't know. I still think it's a bird, but holy crap, it's like the pressure on my ear almost. Also, well, let's save from here. And we'll move forward.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me. But I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
No, we're not.
If you remember what happened, then maybe
Oh.
it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull
Oh.
her out of nowhere and stab us again.
Boy, so defeated.
Stabbed to death?
Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
She's not unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she you said positive she didn't.
I'm with this dude. He the homie.
But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
We definitely died. We did die.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job.
How
You
many
just
of us are there?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay, yeah. Tell me, cause like this sounds like some bullshit. Like I know
Let's say for a
We
moment
died.
that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Hello, Archer. You know the connection. It is what it is. You know. Oh man, the satyr with bunny ears. If I'm honest, there is more to it, but I haven't explained why there's more to it. So if you can take it for base value, I am just the bunny goat.
You died
I
last
hope you're
time,
doing well.
which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Why are you gaslighting me, narrator?
We did exactly what you said.
We did!
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
Narrator, you're full of shit!
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the
Oh,
rather dangerous assumption
that's
that your
cool.
previous
Hello,
choice
hello.
around didn't have any consequences.
That sounds cool. I feel like my actions didn't have any consequences.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't mind talking about that. Well, it's funny though. I am a casino hostess. I'll give you a bit of look-see so you can see the whole model better before I get back to the game real quick. But mostly, it's like, you know, a friend was like, hey, you ought to try VTubing. And I kind of got involved in it, and I was like, ooh, let's come up with a concept. So, technically, I am a former Cupid, casino hostess, bunny goat slash satyr, and there are lower reasons, but let me let me get a let me get back to where I am. But yeah, I had a I basically told my design mom the concept I wanted and linked her some like pictures and stuff that she asked for as far as reference, and that was that. Let's see. Cause now I gotta get back to Ubi. Ah, yeah, there we go. Ah, yes, thank you. Uh, not really. Technically a casino hostess. It's more evident, I think, if you could see the design a little bit closer up. But there's dice on my neck and such and so like that. Oh shoot.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Oh man, are we like are you assuming we're time jumping near a raider? What the hell? Are we like dimension hopping? We have to slay the princess everywhere?
Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
I kind of feel you though,
At least
voice.
you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Yes, pretty much. Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
Look, don't tell me to be quick about it. I'm trying to save the world here. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Yeah, I very much did not follow the golden rule of keeping it simple. But there's but yeah. There's some stuff behind. Got to say, there is some stuff behind it. Behind that, it's the woes of over designing. Yeah, but it's
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
yeah. Don't get stabbed. Yeah. Last time she just stabbed me.
But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
She got goblin gremlin teeth. I don't know if she's just a princess. Let's see.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Yeah, why do I have to do this?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing
I'm
this.
special?
Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things
I'm
are.
special? No one's ever called me special.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I'm
If
special.
anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
Why aren't you
I've told
telling me?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Ah, thank you, Archer, for saying I am special.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though. That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
No, you haven't got to say thank you. It hasn't been a bother at all. You have a great e-thing. 20 nice model, nice. And Thank you. Thank you for the follow, and I will get myself another drink now.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, so let's go to the cabin. Again.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay, don't believe a word she says. But you're not telling me anything either!
It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
But I wanna know stuff!
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards. There's
This is
splintered
not
edges
how
and
it looked
writing
like last
shattered
time.
glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's just explore the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There is
What are you talking
literally a mirror.
It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the
Huh?
mirror. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What am I?
There was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
What the hell?
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You are lying to me. Let's take the blade,
You
though.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Oh, okay, so then you pick it up and there's the blade. Okay, enter the basement. What the hell?
The door to the
Ooh.
basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Ooh.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
He right. She do got something. Let's start here. Ah, man, I'm always concerned about if I'm gonna remember where I saved or not, but
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
no, I'm with him. I think he's on the money.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
What?
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us.
He is so mad. I do not blame him at all.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
This is kind of getting a little scary for a love story.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
I don't think he's wrong, but
If she sounds threatening, It's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Huh.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Why she sound like Miku? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I know you're mad at me, but we should make my best. This is a lot of choices. Holy cow. Yeah, bye. That's part of me wants to just ditch. Okay, let's see. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious. If I come close to you, are you just gonna stab me, are you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a princess trapped here for no reason.
She's so gonna stab me.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
I'm not brave. Like, let's be clear.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
She's gonna stab me.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job.
Part of me wants to run away. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Baby girl is scary, and I'm pretty sure she's lethal.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Let me see. Okay, let's. What happened after you died last time? Let me see if she knows where the time blew.
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
I am so
There you go
frightened.
again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
But it happened.
It's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yeah.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Some ain't right. But that's exactly what happened.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remember happened just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again. Her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Okay.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here?
She is so unserious. Both of us normal and unstabbed. I'm trying to stay unstabbed. Okay. I know you're mad at me, but I think we need to let bygones be bygones, as I was so unserious.
That doesn't sound like me.
But that was so
How many
you.
times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
Bro, you ain't got to go up there. I got to go up there. She's gonna stab
We're
me.
still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yeah, you up there, wherever narrators are.
You're acting like you are.
Mm-hmm.
My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. Self-deprecation would go a long way.
Yeah, you tell him.
No. I have my dignity.
Not his dignity.
Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Huh. Let's see. I'm not trusting this. Bye. Can't we talk things too? I don't have the key.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met who are different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
It does beat getting stabbed to death, I think. Do I want to leave or do I want to? Ah, man.
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
We got stabbed! Let's just... This is so funny.
Yes, I mean, maybe. I've never done any of those things, but there is something alluring about the sound of it. I think it would also be fun to do other activities like...
Is she a robot?
Or touch a tree.
Okay, now listen. You're not actually buying this, are you?
Not Hero being like, hear me out. Hear me out.
Listen.
Bruh.
Yes,
Bruh.
I would like to look at a bird. You can look at a bird later. But if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here. He has a point.
He does have a point.
Just make a decision already.
Hey Fang, what's up? I'm probably gonna die. What if we all just leave? We're probably all gonna die anyway. Ah, fuck it. Okay, so I'm playing, Slay the Princess. Here's an example of what happens if I try to slay the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
Hello, Danny. Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, she's so scary. She's just standing there menacingly.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first.
Uh-huh.
Then yours.
Uh-huh.
Hehe.
Hee hee. What?
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin
Where did
blade
she-
impaled you with.
What the heck?
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
What?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
I'm with him. It's what? That was not something I could reasonably prepare for.
You're going to die now.
I figured.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that.
everything goes dark and you die.
Chapter 3, The Arms Race.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over again, we're just in that goddamn woods. Fucking cabin. Your what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards. Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Let me save. He's like, no, we are not doing that. Let me save wherever here. But yeah, this is the second time she killed us. The first time she had a dagger like we had and we killed each other. The second time, y'all just saw it the second time.
I feel dizzy.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
This is not a cabin.
Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
This ain't no cabin. I don't even know how this is even standing.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Okay, buddy, who are you? Welcome to the crew. We've got the voice of the hero, the voice of the cheated, the voice of the hunted, the narrator, and me.
Good.
And the voice of the stubborn.
If no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
There's so many of us here. I like that.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
That's so much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Like, I don't know if it's polite to ask if I, the main character, am like, woo-woo, but I think I'm a bit woo-woo.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You can there. Save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
Well, yeah.
We'll win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
Okay,
That's a fighting
hype.
spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
What door?
But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
What are you talking about? Y'all, you said it's a bit quiet? Let's see.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Okay, so let's go to press, maybe? Okay. Okay, so it's up as we can go here. Let me see if I can raise it a little bit on OBS. Is that better?
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
I do not trust the narrator. I don't know who to trust. Not even myself. Awesome. Glad it was fixed.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Look, this is a mirror. I know what I see.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement.
What?
It creaks open.
But it's not a door. It's a mirror.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Oh, God.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Like, shut up! You don't know anything!
Princess already. I didn't care about the girl before, and I care about it even less now.
Look,
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
look, I only trust my day ones. Like, I don't know y'all like that.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
No, I'm not! She's going to kill me! Again!
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
What the
They are
fuck?
smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Am I not even gonna be able to leave?
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Don't like that!
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
I don't know. I don't know if I could say nothing bad has come of it. Reality seems to be bending over on
Nothing
itself.
bad has come of it yet.
Like, that's kind of bad.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
But she died! I mean, well, I tried to kill her.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Oh,
Victory is
shit!
cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
We gonna die, y'all. We gonna die today. This ain't gonna be the run. I'm sorry.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Throw the knife! Throw the knife! Ah, shit! Oh my god! This is so funny. We're going to fight her again and we're gonna have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're gonna appeal to her authority, puff her up. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
So?
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Can y'all get out of my way and let me have this?
I'd rather not. I'm into it.
Hey!
Can't say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute.
Hey, there we
Flirt
go.
By fighting her, though.
Ooh, that's a good point. This is so hilarious. Not give her the look. I feel like I like you, romantically even. Maybe we can hash this out over a date. How come you buy me dinner before you How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? I know you want to kill me. Has everyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? Give her the look. I feel like, yeah, sure. Let's go with this one.
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks. A wide grin cuts across her face.
Have I raised her up? Am I the Mac Daddy? The Mickey Mac Daddy?
You're sweet. I like you too. You're probably my favorite person other than me.
Wow, we're getting somewhere.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't
She's
it?
probably still going to kill me, but hey, you know, it's a start.
Still gonna kill you though.
I just wanted to at least have dinner first.
Or not.
Ah,
Oh, I like her. I like her a lot.
yeah.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing.
She's really cute though. Like, you know, you know, she's really cute and probably really useful around the house. Like, I bet she makes a mean steak
She skewers you.
out of me, I guess.
Ow.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
She likes us. Yeah, I'm with you, voice of the smitten. Welcome to the gang.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
I'm pretty
You're
sure
not-
we.
No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Wait, you don't know where we are either? Uh-oh.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
You know what? I can't say I don't understand you, but I don't think this is the time either.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Is this worse though?
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This will be the
This
third
is
time.
4.
Oh, 4? Did we wake up here?
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can. There's gonna be a point where it makes us better than her.
Yeah.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
Come on, show me something new.
Let's see. Show something new. All these ideas. I'm going to kill myself. Oh. Okay. Guys, I'm here to tell you that suicide is not the answer. It doesn't work if she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
And then you skewer yourself.
This is why suicide isn't the answer. Not because of the obvious reasons, but because of, reality warping-ish. No good. It's no good.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Can we jump her?
What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
That is true. We only have to get lucky once.
Just panic. Flee.
Voice of the paranoid.
She skewers you.
Oh, man.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
I feel like this is like one of the worst bad ends that I've experienced streaming because it just keeps going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
It's like I've died like when I was playing goodness. I've had a couple where I died and it was a horrific death, but it wasn't like I died multiple times in the same death. Like this is getting to Fate Stay Night
Okay,
type shit.
Let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
I don't think this is gonna be my spark linear high.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
There are so many of us
You're
now.
getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4. Mutually Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good.
Oh, man.
And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if? Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Oh my god, this is such a fucked situation.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
True. So true, bestie.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. Yeah, they're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things?
I love this. They're like, look here, narrator. This ain't your show no more. All 10 of us?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up the win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a
Slide.
Fine, I'll just shut up then. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room or...
The narrator is so over it getting sidelined. This is amazing.
Don't care, just want to win.
What a great game.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
She's not even chained up or anything.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Not necessarily.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you.
Oh.
It's worth it though.
Aw,
Just you
man.
wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
This is so unserious.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Thank you, narrator.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's
Oh.
skin twists,
Oh.
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches. and
Oh.
bends. Then it erupts.
Oh.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Wood.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
Yeah, holy shit. Still wood.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful.
Did look
How
painful.
is she still alive?
Her heart, I'm guessing.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This fake, that's all. Just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
I'm sorry if I'm not like speaking up a whole lot, but the game is kind of, we're just kind of rolling with it. I feel like I'm really just a part of the show here, honestly.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I'm done. Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
It is fun. I'm having a lot of fun.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as your pro finishes his arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, and neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Yay! We got a good ending! Oh, you do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach for it. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Wow. Wow. I have so many questions. Okay. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
This is one of the cooler, like, monsters? Can I say monster? Whatever this is, entities? This is such a cool thing.
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Is she being, I feel like the princess is being, like, possessed, maybe? Or, like, I don't know, it's like something making her reach, like, apotheosis or something like that? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections.
A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more. I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Hmm.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Huh. Huh. This is raising more questions than it's answering for sure.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Can she leave?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. I know only that they are. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Let me, yeah, we'll save this on page 2, I think. Okay.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. Everything, until we meet again. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay. Let's go back.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Yo!
At the
Yo!
end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
Yo!
is a princess.
And that was just the first playthrough. Holy crap! Holy crap! I am shook! Oh my god! Okay, let me go get some more water. And, yeah, let me get some water and let's see if we can go through another playthrough. I think I want to do at least 2 more. That was about an hour for the first playthrough. Hour or so. But yeah, give me just a sec. Man, oh my god, seriously, that was so cool. Um, I I hope I'm presenting it well. I can't say that I am. I don't know for sure, but like I know like for me at least, a good playthrough is a balance of letting the game like do its thing, whatever it is, and also adding your own, perspective to it, make it like entertaining. Like I said, I don't know how good a job I'm doing, but seriously, like this is the good shit.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so this is the beginning. Oh wow. Not sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit.
Yeah!
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I hope everybody had a good Halloween. Man, this
The
Tootsie
door to
Roll
the
is
basement
hitting.
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming.
So, what are we gonna do this time?
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah, we can talk. It's fine. It's a love story. She has to fall for me.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we talked enough. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
You can't. Don't bother.
Look, I just want to know.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
You're scaring me. It's hot.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
If I let her out, is she gonna immediately kill me? That's what I want to know.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
I mean, she is.
She is. I'm sure of it.
But do I do it? Okay.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Yeah, that's about how I feel about the world, too.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
I am so curious about you, ma'am. Please. Let's see. I was hoping you would tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Ooh, it's about
Whoever
trust.
sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
It's like, I know she has a knife as well, but I want to see if I can let her out. I want to see what happens.
She has a point.
And if
There's a
it
reason
breaks,
I've been
if it
telling
still
you to
breaks
question
the world.
situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
All right.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Blind.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
Oh, I think I think you're perfectly capable of girl bossing and ending the world, my friend.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Out of service, out of Africa, I wouldn't hang about.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Okay.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. I'll go check upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Oh? Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Wait, narrator, did you lock the door?
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Huh?
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Nutty?
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Well, I apparently cannot slay the princess, at least not without dying. I'm bad at it, you see.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife.
Yeah.
Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Yeah, I probably won't, but, you know. Let's try to save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Hey.
You cut into her flesh.
Hey.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Ooh. Wow, she's handy.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Is she going to kill me anyway? I want to know, girl. I want to know what turns you on.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the
Hey!
blade.
You can't hijack me.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I have autonomy.
Watch me.
Whoa! 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 Yo!
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Ah, man, I'm so dead.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
You have not gotten me out of here alive one time.
The blade. Move the blade.
I do not want to.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
You're gonna kill me. It's okay.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Maybe.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Yeah, but that's not my fault! That's your fault, narrator!
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
She was so over it. She is winning the I don't give a fuck war, okay?
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It's your fault! Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Is that the same chapter 2 as before? I don't remember.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
Ooh.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Oh, hi, Skeptic. Didn't think I'd see you around here so soon.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
But you also lied!
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Oh, man.
Did you just say wink?
Hey, what's up, Bookworm? Good to see you.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I don't know how long you've been here before, but I am playing Slay the Princess. I am attempting, this is the second run. I am attempting to not slay the princess and see if I can get away with that.
The interior of the cabin
Huh.
is a cozy woodland retreat, and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
So far, it's really, 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 really good. Like, another grand slam of a game.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This is a mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Like, I wonder what I am, because I'm clearly non-human. Like, I've seen, like, almost my whole silhouette. Definitely not human.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay, so let's take the blade. I think we need it to get her out.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
There's a lot of good, what is that? Ludo narrative type stuff. Like, yeah, it is. It's like Ludo integration of gameplay and, you know,
Good
story.
idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Okay, so let's go in the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
This is not how this went the first route, the first route. I mean, well, I don't know. I would consider it a route. The first time around I went through this.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs.
Oh
and
God,
your
she's
eyes
even
become
more
princess.
chained up than
She looks
last
up at you,
time.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sit with her. I'm not sure if I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her in there. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's fair.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you're told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Me when a bad bitch tell me to do something.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
You really can't just leave. Okay, so, my intentions, what do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Ah, damn. And she's got it around her neck, too. That's,
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
right? Sora would beat this game in like 2 seconds.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I'm not actually here to kill you. Let's, the other chain on the wall, who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Okay, and how am I supposed to cut you out?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely she's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
It's true, but I'm committed.
So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
That's fair, Skeptic. That's fair.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Well, she'll probably kill me.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I think that's probably the optimal thing. We're probably getting, like, you know, everybody's going, what's the worst thing? I mean, the worst thing that I can have that, oh, you missed the worst thing that can happen. But, you know, if I die, well, you'll see. What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has...
Oh my gosh, you have got... Oh my gosh, hello again! Thank you so much again for rating me again. Oh my gosh, one of these days, I swear I'm going to raid you so hard. Hello. My name is Aisha Fortuna. It doesn't matter much what I am, casino hostess, but I am playing Slay the Princess. Right now, I am trying to... Oh, I'm gonna get all emotional. It's nice to see you all. I hope everyone's having a beautiful and excellent day. This game slaps. If you have any interest in, like, VNs or, like, story-based games or stuff like that, or if you just want to, you know, slay a princess or save a princess, I would highly recommend it. Right now... Oh man. Dang! The narrator knows I know.
Complicated things. How exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done.
It's okay.
In the process, you saved the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
It's okay if you can't read, because most of this is voiced. Like, I'd say a good 90% of it is voiced. But I do understand, though. It is a lot of reading. But it's good. So much of it is voiced that I could actually even recommend it if you don't like visual novels. Oh, I've heard Sally Face is good. I haven't tried it myself yet. But I've heard it's pretty good. It's in multiple parts, right?
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Contingency.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were.
I'll give it a shot.
Anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Thank you so much for the follow, Shadow and Lucifina Chan. Thank you so much.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
Dang.
I never said I wasn't.
Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. The plot thickens with two C's.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I do believe that the world is at stake. I don't know that there's any way around it, but it's like, you gotta try stuff, right?
I won't.
It's so sus. I have reasons to believe that what he's saying is correct,
Fine.
but
You won't get another word from me on the matter.
yeah, it's a very interesting little pickle.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Hero's like, stop
Focus.
arguing, you guys.
This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay, so she can't hear us or the narrator. Alright. Expect this shackle. Not give me a weapon. Seek distrust. I can cut you out of here. Okay, I'm trusting you. If you want to leave, I'm gonna be the weapon. Deal with it. And then, bye! Exactly! Like, oh my god, you don't even have any idea how bad she is. She is so fine. Okay, let's inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that?
But you're not me, I'm me.
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
I do not know if I want to be
Or
stuck
what?
here.
Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will.
When I said investigate, I didn't. Please do not stick my wrist in there.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth?
Why would you put your hand in there to
He
investigate?
isn't. I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
We haven't seen very much of the world. I have experienced, I have slayed the princess. I attempted to slay this princess twice. I succeeded twice. I died both of those times. So I have not successfully killed her and left.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Oh?
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Yes, it's bad.
How bad?
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if
Right.
pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
What the
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oh no. Oh no, that's bad.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we?
Right?
Fine.
That is funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
I mean, I guess just chill.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Skeptic like, guess I'll die.
That's horrible.
It is pretty horrible.
It's not all bad.
we learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So... Did you know this is gonna happen to me? Is a pretty good question.
No.
It's so interesting being like this, the perspective change. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
So, girl, you single?
Yep.
She's so over this.
Nope.
That's rude.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't.
Damn, we just stuck.
Time passes.
I feel like this is the kind of stuff I would end up doing on accident if I was trying to like save somebody. Like, oh, what's this? Let me take a look. Oh.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
What kind of Saw sequel is this?
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work?
How does that work?
It just does.
But how?
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
I don't even think I could call it a cabin at this point. Cabins are made of wood. This is stone.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Right? That kind of makes me think of idea. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are smaller and smaller. Weathering there, erosion here, erosion there, but they get larger and larger. My bad.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change.
Oh, I can
The
see
decay
it now.
comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Oh, huh.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Oh man, this is looking kind of
More
shitty now.
silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Oh man, a girl like me is taking a nap right now.
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
And
I think he's gone.
with the narrator?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Also, yes, relatable. We do love a nap.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
It is cold. It's cold down here. It's like 42 degrees. Oh. Oh? But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Where is she? Where are we?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Sorry, hero.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Uh-oh! You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Wow! Yeah, this took me like, I went through like 5 acts last time. So I guess you could say I did even worse.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Oh man. This is crazy. Let's see. You know what you do. You know what? I'm gonna kill you. Why can't I do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Right? Imagine the high five she could give. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse off things will be. How do you feel about me? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. Are you the same as before?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Huh.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Huh. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
This is so... Oh man, what a mindfuck.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh man. Okay. Killing a princess. Oh, okay.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright. Run number 3.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What if I don't take it?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay. Oh, oops. Oops. I'm trying to... Oh, gosh. Sorry. Let me get back to the game. Here.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
But I do have arms. I mean... I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. Me when I lie. I love that both of those are options.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy
True.
binding her
Mostly
to the
armless.
the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay. Not right.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
let's see. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know anything about you. Have you eaten? Let's keep her locked up. I can't trust you. I can't believe you're getting. I can't believe I'm getting. They've been keeping you down here. Um, I'm trying to do is yeah. Have you been eating?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
It's kind of relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I mean, yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's examine the chains and hope that doesn't end poorly.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
It's probably both. Again.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
Okay.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Her voice is so different like this. It's interesting.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Okay, so I'm still can't get out.
A lock sliding into place.
But I also can't kill her.
Is someone else here? You tried to
She seesaw. Right. John Kramer does not play.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well, how am I gonna slay her, genius?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
True. But he likes
Get
to
out of these chains. I know we could
watch
find a way
it.
out of here together.
like he doesn't want to be in the game.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Cool. Slay queen.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Right, like she is not here to play games. She is here to win.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Look at her! She would never hurt anybody. Exactly.
Into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground,
Okay,
and
so
the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Body checked!
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Hey!
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
I don't know that this happened before. At least not the same way.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I am not gonna get out of here alive.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Huh, yeah, it's not exactly the same as what happened last time.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
Ooh.
It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Ah, man.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Whoops.
Whatever. She sinks into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
He's so mad at us.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife was, she does it. A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
At least she apologized.
Thrust of the knife. Your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's...
She looks so moe.
As much as I
Look at
prefer it
this!
would have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
It is so... She looks so like... Oh my god, this is peak anime right here.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel. Am I crazy, or are these chapter title names not the
You're
same?
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Excuse me.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, is this gonna be... Who's gonna be
You're
with
here
me this
to
time?
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, I'm getting a sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Oh, the voice of the smitten. Hello, you.
Sneaky about it.
Oh my god.
Our beloved. Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions to try and save the princess.
Oh
So
god.
all of the cards are on the table. then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
This is so goofy.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I miss the skeptic now. Not that I don't appreciate the symmetry, but I already know she's hot. It doesn't help. I'm sure it's pretty more than deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world.
True.
So let's just...
A world without love is truly a world not worth living in. Okay, so let's go to the cabin. The cabin should look...
A warning.
Huh?
Before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything...
She
in her power
lies, she
to stop
cheats,
you
she
from slaying her.
steals. She lies,
Don't
she
believe a
cheats,
word
she
she
steals.
says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Oh
I think
god.
we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task.
Man, she eat hot chip and she like, hot chips sound good. I don't have any right now. Okay, so this should be the stone.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
Huh.
Its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Huh, this is not how it looked last time.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, so let's... I know if I approach the mirror, he's gonna be like, it's not a mirror, but it's obviously a mirror. Let's see.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay.
There was a mirror a second ago,
But now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off.
Oh
the
my
place.
god! Okay, let's go ahead and take the blade with us.
you take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess.
Huh, the
and
music's
save the world
different.
without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword.
Oh my god.
That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemy.
You're so adorable and useless.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
The music, man.
The door
So
to the
wrinkled.
basement creaks
Ooh.
open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even
Bro!
more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I mean, I'm sipping too, but slow your roll, brother.
Held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. You barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember, her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Bruh.
You know she can't hear you.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty good, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Oh, God.
I'm worried you wouldn't come back.
Now she gassing him
Hear
up.
that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
Oh, God.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
I mean, me too, but come on, guys.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
No, we haven't.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
She did nothing wrong and can never do anything wrong. My wife who can do nothing wrong, etc., etc., etc.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
I really like this music.
Chance to do it right this time.
Exactly. Women's wrongs.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Yeah, how does that work? I really want to know how, like, is it like, are we multiversing? Like, what's going on?
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Treat her like a lady.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
True. I think the narrator is like, he's doing his best. I don't think this is a case where the narrator is completely evil. I think it's just that we're not on the same page.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. You killed me a lot and it hurt. Why did you do that? What happened after I died? Did you end the world after you killed me? I'm sorry what happened last time. Rescued a princess. Yeah, you killed me and it hurt.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No.
Did we?
No, we didn't.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
You died, and now we're talking. I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh my god.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her out through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
I'm more amused, but I kind of, you know, I can't say I disagree.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
You know it's bad when I'm like, hey, you know, maybe you need to calm down and think logically, like me. But yeah, buddy.
No, you're right. It's extremely extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Okay. Yeah, we've got 4 more options.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
This is like she's behaving very princess classic.
Isn't
Like
that just
Disney
like our
princess.
darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
I wonder if I'll be able to kill her now. I don't think I can. Let's. Right. Just stop with all these silly little red flags. Okay, so we'll go page 3.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Right. It depends. It's like some of the red flags, it's just, I'm like a bull with them red flags. No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all.
I can't believe that the fate
I don't mean it, but...
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out.
Oh, the hero and the narrator are starting to agree now? I'm a little concerned.
Face. She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy. By destroying the world. Apparently, yes.
The hero is like really just trying to do the right thing here. He just don't know what the right thing is. I want to rescue her, but I also want to slay her just because I'm so curious if it'll happen, or if she'll feel betrayed, or is she gonna kill me again? Oh my god, all of this is just tantalizing.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Huh.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent.
I was
Almost
just doing my
unsettling
best.
extent, actually.
Somebody noticed.
That's because she's perfect.
Somebody noticed that I was doing my best.
Do you
I've
think
been
she
trying
has
so
someone like
hard.
him telling her what to do?
That's a good point.
She doesn't. It's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Okay. Let's. I don't. Last time it said save, and this time it says rescue. Let's rescue the princess again and see what happens.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You're what? Yes.
Oh, okay. And sorry, I accidentally
Not
clicked
on
too
my
fast.
watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths. If you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that.
Damn, sipping works.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Yay!
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat?
You know what we'll do if you try it.
You're going to regret this.
Just hijacking your body and being like, if you try to make me kill my beloved, I will kill myself. Also, killing yourself is not good in this game. Do not kill. Or period. Just stay alive so you can have a hot princess. Thank you.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with a rank cynicism was never in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Huh.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Also, she's showing a lot of boobs right now. Not that I can talk. Was she showing her that much boob last time? I don't think so. I really think that we're being blinded by all of this.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's see. Something isn't right here. I'm sorry. You can still kill her at this point. Let me try
I
this.
just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Do you hear the music?
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
It's just the Disneyfication. You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Are her eyes getting bigger?
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I'm so frightened right now. This might be the scariest thing I've seen in this game so far. Holy shit, burn it with fire.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm just, this is for my own sake. I'm sorry, princess, but God, please.
Turn the tip of your blade towards the unsuspecting princess. Thank you.
Wait. No, you barbarian, what are you doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as the blade falls, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
I'm sorry, but this is horrifying right here. Like this, I can't deal with this. This,
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
She scared me. I know that's not an acceptable reason to murder somebody, but holy fuck, I'm gonna need therapy after that one.
I feel sick.
Sick.
You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived, and you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught, grief-stricken, inconsolable. You'll get over it.
Their way is like, build a bridge.
Get over it. You
Here we go.
ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all. You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is hard. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
If you ask what you want to do, let's see what happens. I'm the one to make the decision here, and I say no. Remain silent. No!
Exactly. You're not doing this.
Like, it's me! I'm the guy, okay? You don't get to be the guy, because I'm the guy.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstifleable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this.
Me either.
What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart. Collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just... I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
That's right. You're all sorry.
This was kind of peak fiction right here.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Chapter 3, The Gray.
You're on a path.
Huh?
You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the
He's still mad!
our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Is anybody else
She
here?
won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
Is anybody else here besides you?
You killed her, and so I killed you.
Okay, well, that guy wasn't even here, so that's not fair to say.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh!
Oh, and I'm still here too.
Oh, hey!
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
Oh my god.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
3 if you count this route. I'm not sure if you just get everything.
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance.
As long as she doesn't look like whatever the hell that thing was, I'm fine. Like, that was horrifying right there. Like, that, oh god, don't make me see that again.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice.
It was unpleasant.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do.
Mark my words, you won't like it when it happens. Oh, how exciting.
Yes,
You
that
try.
that's the worst possible thing. Like, if I saw, yeah, if my model turned into that, I'm out of here.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try.
Not
I'm going to actually do it.
Are we even going to get to where the cabin is the woods are supposed to be? Are they gonna, like, kill each other? And therefore me before we even take another step?
I'm looking forward to it.
Ah, no! It would be funny, though. It would admittedly be really funny, but then it would be horrifying.
Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Well, there's no more woods.
I'll believe that when I see her living body. Did I hear that right? He says she's alive. Our beloved lives again. Yes, she's alive. But you're going to have to make her not alive. You'll have to slay her. It's your job. We absolutely will not. This is a tale of love and redemption, and this time it will not end in bloodshed. Except ours, if any of you try anything.
It's so funny. Like, I love, like, horrific stuff, but seeing that was like, oh god, get it away from me. I feel like my wires are crossed somewhere.
Let's do our best to keep them away from anything sharp. If we're lucky, there won't even be a blade when we get to the cabin. If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends. Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well. I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive. Influence doesn't require life. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed. I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
I feel like I'm usually we're all on one accord, but I haven't run into somebody that's directly opposed to another voice when it was just a couple of voices before.
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens. Again, he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault. We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
Okay, I'm done with this. Bye.
Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge as you seem to think you are.
Sir, I am driving this
I'm
bus.
Sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about it. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end.
Okay, calm down, Emo.
Spoken like a true cynic. Enough bickering. Just stay focused and get to the cabin.
Okay, let's have another save point here. Ah, nuts! Let's have it. I keep clicking on the wrong things. Okay, yeah, so let's have another save here. And let's see what happens if we ditch. I really want to know.
You have already committed to my completion.
Oh.
You cannot go further astray.
Oh, well. Shit, okay.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just...
Right. And it ain't me.
Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Would you... Whoa, buddy, whoa!
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it.
Like, everybody? I can see if it's like for your already existing love interest or something, but it's like, you don't even know her like that.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens.
Hakuna Matata.
You evil
What a
undying.
wonderful
What's the point
phrase.
of doing anything if
Hakuna
you're not
Matata.
happy?
Ain't no passing parades. It means no worries for the
just
rest of your
exist.
days.
And that's fine with me.
It's our problem free philosophy.
This is
Hakuna
horribly
Matata.
unpredictable. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Well, here we go.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle.
What the hell?
Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe